Rarely seen Bush scrapbooks show love story that stood test of time. College Station, Texas, it was a love story that spanned decades, presidencies and albums. Former First Lady Barbara Bush kept scrapbooks of every year of the couple's life together, from their engagement to their final years. In total, she made 118 of them. Memory after memory is carefully preserved here at the George Bush Presidential Library and has rarely been seen by the public. Mary Finch, audio and visual archivist for the library, gave NBC News a tour of the second floor, past 4 locked doors to where the scrapbooks sit in temperature-controlled rooms and acid-free boxes. "The entire scrapbook collection is a microcosm," said Finch. "It's a microcosm of the Bush relationship, from President and Mrs. Bush meeting and getting married on through the family, on through the entire 20th and into the 21st century. It's a microcosm of American history from that time frame." Finch has worked at the Bush Library since its grand opening in College Station, Texas in 1993. She's seen every piece of history that's now archived in the library. "But the scrapbooks are one of a kind. I said to Mrs. Bush, in the White House years, 'Surely you didn't sit up in residence and glue these photos in?' And she said, 'Oh, I most certainly did,'" said Finch. These are her pride and possession and they're all her. They're not anybody else. They're not an aide or family member or anybody else. They're her and President Bush. Looking through the tattered scrapbooks, with pages falling out, President and Mrs. Bush led a life of family and friends. In the years before his presidency, their days were filled with tennis matches and boat rides around Kennebunkport, all documented in their scrapbooks, with handwritten notes. More than just pictures, the pages are filled with napkins, menus, playing cards, and even a wishbone from their first Thanksgiving together, tokens of a private life the public rarely saw. It's consistent. They always said that the 3 most important things to them are family, faith and friends, and it's kind of the proof is in the pudding when it comes to the scrapbooks, said Finch. A key takeaway from sifting through years of the Bush family years, Finch has learned how competitive the couple was when it came to any kind of game, from tennis to backgammon. Most notable of the albums is the couple's engagement scrapbook, filled with letters to each other and from friends and family. In one letter, Barbara's father, Marvin Pierce, writes he's a swell guy in reference to Bush shortly after the young couple's engagement. President Bush also kept several albums of his own during his school years at Andover Prep and Yale University in the late 1930s and early 40s. In that album is a letter from his love,